Hey guys, sorry I haven't been posting very frequently. I know it's only been probably around a week or so, maybe more. That's usually around the tempo that I try to post my videos at. I would do even more, but what I have to focus on in my life and everything is it's a little bit hard to kind of juggle all of that stuff at the same time. Like I try to, but it's hard to avoid burnout. With with my channel, there's a lot of things that I want to improve on it, especially how much time that I spend towards editing. It's just I just have to divide up my time throughout the day pretty specifically. Otherwise, I won't get the priorities that I need done. So right now I kind of just want to talk about the direction that I want to take my channel and sort of what I'm trying to do with, I guess, the content that I put out there. And as always, I'm very passionate about the psychedelic culture. So that's definitely something that I am always going to want to move forward and keep sort of promoting as a something basically that we can as a society sort of look at and say that there's a lot of positive stuff coming out of that culture, especially creatively with all the visionary art and stuff. I think it's really important that I pursue my specific craft, which is music. As you guys know, I'm a classical pianist. I feel like there's not a lot of representation in the psychedelic community of those that are in the classical music world. I feel as if there were more of those people, then it would be it would be given a reputation of being something more respected in a academic context. Right now, it's definitely making a lot of progress with a lot of the coverage that it's getting in terms of therapy and mental health and stuff. But I think its connection to the creative world is something that should really be emphasized much stronger than it is. And I think that a good step would be to integrate it with the classical music world, or the sort of more of the academic music. I think that would be a really good connection to make. And because for me, I try to focus on specifically Romantic era music, because if you look up Romantic era on Wikipedia, it'll kind of explain what the motivation behind that artistic movement is, and it mentions that it has an emphasis on awe. So I guess another way to explain that would be sort of a climactic sort of epicness to it. And I think that I was really drawn to Romantic era music just because experiences like high dose psychedelic experiences and the DMT experiences, they're famously known for being tied to the experience of awe and astonishment, as Terence McKenna would say. So I think that in my life, all of these things sort of related to each other, because I don't know, there's just some sort of interconnectivity. I know they talk about how everything is connected. Maybe I'm just making connections to things that have no connection, but it's an interesting coincidence, if anything, or synchronicity. And I think that I kind of see it as a sign that that's kind of the right direction that I want to move myself in. So that's why I've been spending a lot of time, usually in five or more hours a day, just on my just practicing my repertoire. And that's not including my homework that I have to do for my RCM grade 8 stuff that I'm doing with my teacher. I think that that's the path that I really want to keep pursuing. And a lot of the times I try to get as much feedback that I can get from professionals. I'll post performances to get feedback from forums like Piano Reddit, because there's a lot of professional musicians there that are more than willing to give pointers and suggestions, and a lot of times harsh criticism, but that's just part of the game. But I've been told that I should keep on this road, and that but I've been told by people that I respect in those forms that they believe that I have potential. So I want to try to actualize that. So I've been really, I mean, for many years I've been focused pretty substantially on this goal, but it's definitely something that I'm starting to feel more confident about. I still do get a lot of anxiety when I'm not working to the level that I want to be yet. I really admire artists like Yuzha Wang and Valentina Lazizia, and when I try to emulate their performances of pieces, it really shows me just how much work they've put into being that good, and it's very humbling and almost well, to me it's very intimidating, but it's something that I definitely want to chase. I don't know if I'm sort of chasing the dragon with this thing, but I feel like it's something that is worthwhile in pursuing. I know that a lot of my friends, they kind of disapprove of it just because I have the idea that I kind of have to sacrifice social relationships and things such as that to be fully dedicated to this goal. There's a lot of sacrifices that I have to make with my time. I'm very time focused, so if I'm wasting time doing something, or I'm always sort of judging if something's a waste of time, and if this is more important than me practicing. So it can get pretty stressful, and it gets rocky with friendships and relationships. But to me it's a worthy sacrifice that I think that it's important enough to me that I feel like I that's something that I should probably do. So yeah, like I've been just keep working towards my goal. I've sort of developed new practice methods and stuff. Lately, with my new piece, I've been starting at a tempo that I can be a bit more comfortable at, and then and actually doing it with a metronome, because a lot of times I would neglect actually practicing with a metronome because I would always be more confident with my own internal clock. But right now I think that the method that I'm using, which is pretty much playing the piece at a BPM that I'm comfortable with, and then slowly inching it up by 5 BPM each time, so that you can really make sure that you're really comfortable with all the movements and all the positions of the fingering. Because I found that that's a problem with me just sort of trying to jump through different tempos, is I'm not really solidifying my understanding in any sort of specific settings. So I can give you guys an example of that, which I was practicing about 1/4 of the piece of Grand Galop Chromatique by Liszt, and I performed it at 105 BPM. And I've just been inching it up slowly by 5 BPM. I think today I played it at 125. I didn't record that, but I'll give you guys a sample of the progress that I've made at 105 BPM. try to keep posting about my experiences. It's been pretty tough for me to have more psychedelic experiences just because I've been so focused on this goal, and I don't really want the downtime of having to come down from a trip. Like every time I do LSD, the next day I'm a little bit more sloppier with my playing just because I'm still coming down from it, and a lot of times I haven't slept enough either because it takes me a while to sleep. So I'm still gonna continue having trips, but I definitely want to have an experience that's a little more shamanic and meaningful, other than just sort of recreational LSD trips. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, definitely. I hope you guys can keep hanging around, and just I guess keep me company with this channel is pretty much what I can say. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video, and have a good night. Peace out.